people who get on social media who want to share things about their life, they want to be, I think a lot of them, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them will want to be as authentic, honest, and open as they possibly can be. When you do that, people get offended. They say they're not offended, but they get offended that you do that. It's almost like, well, you shouldn't say that, or you shouldn't tell people that, or what have you, when it's not even their life. Okay. I run into that a lot with family and with friends. Why did you share that? Why did you say that? And then I let them know it's my life. If I want to share it, I can. I'm pretty much an open book. I don't have a lot going on in my life that's even, just so fantabulous to where, I think that people are truly interested, but I share what's in my heart. I try to be authentic. I try to be real. There's no, confetti about me. There's nothing that's just so wonderful or so great that I feel like it's even relevant. I just don't feel that way. I just like to share my life with people. I like to share things that are going on with me. And it's not for anything other than to maybe help someone else. That's it. To help someone else. When I talk about health, when I talk about my bad health, when I talk about my good health, when I talk about my healthy habits, it's to inspire someone. Okay? When I talk about, my blood pressure is high, that is a warning sign to others, especially people that are my age range, which is, 50, mid 50s or what have you. You got to take care of yourself, because especially as women, we're the ones taking care of everybody else. Nobody is stopping to make sure, 9 times out of 10, that we're okay, because we're always the one who is reaching out and going the extra mile to make sure that others are okay. So I get frustrated sometimes when I get, comments from people wanting to it is criticism about me sharing my life. If I want to tell people that I'm broker than broke, or that I'm richer than rich, that is my business. And I don't see how it hurts or bothers other people, why it should. But to me, that just goes to show that sometimes people don't have a whole lot going on in their life, and they're looking to see where they can have an opinion or criticism of other people's lives on social media. And I know that's a risk that you run when you do put things out there about yourself, but I don't care. I'm grown. I've lived a lot of my life worrying about what people thought of me. I was in a marriage for 15 years, felt like I was in bondage. I was afraid to be who I was because I thought I was going to be criticized or kicked out of the house by my ex-husband. I will never live like that again. To me, that is nothing but bondage. That is being under somebody's rule. You have to live up to their expectations. The way that I see things is if God is okay with me, I talk to God every day. I work out my salvation with fear and trembling every day. I try to walk the straight and narrow line every day. Like, I'm not going around trying to steal, kill, or destroy anybody. I'm careful about what I say about people. I want to show people love. I try to be the nicest person that I can be. Sometimes I do have a little stank attitude about certain things. Sometimes I'm triggered. Sometimes I can get through it, but sometimes I'm just like ready to fight. And so I'm doing better. And I know I have to do better because I don't want to stress myself to death, literally, right? So for those of you who get bent out of shape by people and how they live their life, and it doesn't have a direct implication or a direct effect to you, just let them live their life. Unless somebody's out here doing something just completely detrimental to themselves and maybe to others, children, elderly, let them live their life. I don't understand why it is such a touchy subject for people. What you do with your life, I don't understand it. And it would be different if I was out here being, promiscuous or being sexual on these social media waves, or out here cussing like a sailor, or picking fights or bullying people. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just sharing my authentic life, and sometimes it bugs people, and I don't understand why. I just simply don't. But to each his own. I love everybody. I don't have no beef or mad or at anybody. But I mind my business. And I just want to share a scripture about minding your own business. 1 Thessalonians, 4th chapter, 11th verse says, "And that ye study to be quiet, and to do your own business, mind your own business, and to work with your own hands. Work with your own hands. What about you? All right. Love you guys. Bye.